Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling a real classic, the Electro-Harmonix Q Tron.
Oh yeah, big one.
Definitely more than just another pedal, wouldn't you say? It's kind of a piece of music history, really. That sound is just iconic.
Absolutely. Instantly recognizable.
So we're drawing from excerpts from Electro-Harmonix Q Tron, an exhaustive history. And our mission today is, well, to get the key insights on this famous envelope filter.
Sounds good.
From its maybe surprising origins right through to its impact today. Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, it's definitely worth unpacking. The Q Tron is just so significant in the effects world.
Why is that exactly? What makes it stand out?
I think it's mainly how it brought this really expressive kind of boutique sound. Well, it brought it to the masses, made it accessible.
Right, took it out of the super niche category.
Exactly. So this deep dive is particularly interesting because it tracks that journey.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. The Q Tron. It's one of the most famous envelope filters out there.
For sure. Top tier.
Electro-Harmonix brought it out sometime in the 90s, mid-90s.
Yeah, mid-90s. And it caught on pretty fast.
But the really crucial part, the twist, is the connection to Mike Bagel.
Ah, yes. The Mutron, the third connection. That's key.
He designed the original Mutron the third, the legendary one. So how crucial was his involvement? What was so special about that original design?
Well, it's more than just involvement, really. The Q Tron is often called its spiritual successor.
Okay.
See, after Musitronics, that was Bagel's original company, folded back in the late 70s.
Right.
Bagel eventually teamed up with EHX, and the goal was specific. Let's revive that iconic Mutron sound.
So rebuild the magic.
Pretty much. They wanted to replicate those really dynamic filter sweeps, the auto-wah sound that reacts to how hard you pick.
The touch sensitivity.
Exactly. But the challenge and the innovation was doing it with, modern parts, components that allowed for mass production.
And crucially.
And crucially, making it affordable, bringing that sound to way more players.
Right. Accessibility. Which brings us to, well, how does it actually do that? You mentioned it uses an envelope follower. Can you break that down for us?
Sure. Think of the envelope follower as like the pedal's ear. It's constantly listening to the input signal from your guitar or bass or whatever.
Okay.
It measures how strong that signal is, basically, how loud or soft you're playing at any given moment.
And that's it?
And then, based on that loudness profile, it controls the filter sweep. How it moves, how fast, how far.
Huh. Clever.
It is, and you get controls to shape that. There are the filter modes, for starters.
Right, different flavors.
Yeah. You've got low pass, which is warm, kind of bassy. Then band pass. That's the classic funky quack everyone knows.
Quintessential sound.
Totally. And high pass, which is brighter, more cutting. Then there's the peak control.
What does that do?
That adjusts the filter's resonance, the Q. It basically dials in how much squelch or like vocal quality you get. More peak means more wow or ow.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
Then the gain control is super important. You need that to match the pedal sensitivity to different instruments. Single coils are different from humbuckers, right? Or bass.
Right, got to optimize the input.
Exactly. And one really cool kind of unique thing is the direction switch.
Up or down sweep.
Yep. Up means the filter opens up, gets brighter when you play harder. Down means it closes, gets darker, gives you different rhythmic feels.
Interesting choice to have.
Definitely. Oh, and later models added true bypass.
Always appreciated by tone purists, so your signal is untouched when it's off.
Precisely. No tone suck.
And that touch-sensitive thing you mentioned.
Yeah.
That really is the heart of it, rewarding players who use dynamics.
Absolutely. It's not just on or off.
You can get those really subtle, almost imperceptible swells, or go completely extreme with funky vowel-like sweeps just by changing your attack.
Yeah, it puts a lot of expression right in your hands. Or, well, your pick.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Its versatility. It wasn't just a guitar thing, was it?
Not at all. Works great on bass. Keyboards, too. Clavinet. That's a classic pairing.
Like Stevie Wonder on Higher Ground, right? That iconic Mutron clav sound.
That's the exact kind of vibe the Q Tron was designed to capture, that expressive, funky filter thing. And, EHX didn't just sit still with the one design. They evolved it.
Right. There have been quite a few versions over the years.
There have. The original mid-90s one was pretty big, physically similar to the Mutron the third. It was about nailing that classic sound reliably and making it work with standard 9V AC power.
Okay, the foundation.
Then, maybe in the 2000s, came the Q Tron Plus pedals. That was a big step.
That changed.
The key addition was an effects loop.
Ah, Why was that so important?
It meant you could put, say, a distortion or fuzz pedal before the filter circuit itself, but after the envelope detection.
So the filter still reacts to your clean guitar signal.
Exactly. Which usually tracks way better, but the fuzz gets filtered. It was a game changer for getting certain sounds. The Plus also added a response switch, fast or slow attack decay. More control.
Nice. And then things started shrinking.
Yeah, pedal board space became a premium. So you got the mini Q Tron, simpler, smaller,
Less tweakable, maybe.
a bit less, yeah. Then the micro Q Tron, also around the 2000s onwards, very popular, compact, fewer controls, but still delivered that core EHX filter sound.
Still does the job.
Right, and most recently, we got the nano Q Tron like in the 2020s. Tiny, streamlined for modern boards, just giving you the essential filter.
It really shows them adapting, doesn't it? Responding to how musicians actually use pedals now.
Totally. It's smart product evolution.
Now, a pedal's legacy.
Yeah.
It's often defined by who uses it.
Hmm.
And the Q Tron, like the Mu-Tron before it, became a staple for certain kinds of players.
Oh, absolutely. Funk, jam bands, experimental stuff.
You think of the Grateful Dead connection?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir. Now, Garcia mainly used the actual Mu-Tron, right?
Correct. But a lot of players in Dead tribute bands, they rely heavily on the Q Tron to get that sound. It's sort of the accessible version of that vibe.
Makes sense. And then there's Fish. Trey Anastasio, Mike Gordon.
Oh, yeah. The Q Tron Plus I especially is absolutely central to their live funk jams. Those super tight rhythmic filter stabs. That's often the Q Tron Plus size.
Integral to their sound.
Totally. And think about Bootsy Collins, a total Mu-Tron pioneer on bass.
Right.
He embraced the EHX reissues too, which says a lot about their quality and sound.
That's only a seal of approval. And even someone like John Mayer.
Yeah, he's used envelope filters like the Q Tron for those really cool, funky rhythm parts. Adds that extra layer of soulfulness.
It shows the range, really.
It does. Those artists cover a lot of ground, but the pedal works for all of them. It just underlines its versatility.
So thinking about all that,
Yeah.
the history, the sound, the players, what's the real cultural impact? What's the legacy here? Where does the Q-Tron stand?
Well, I think its legacy is pretty significant. It played a huge role in bringing the envelope filter effect back from the dead, basically.
After the original Mu-Tron disappeared.
Exactly. Decades later, EHX and Bagel revived interest. And crucially, they made what was this rare, kind of expensive boutique effect. They made it available to almost everyone.
Democratized the funk.
Yeah, you could say that. And its success clearly led to the smaller versions, the micro, the nano.
Keeping it relevant as pedal boards got more crowded.
Right, ensuring it stayed useful. And honestly, it's still one of EHX's best-selling filter pedals. In terms of cultural recognition, it's probably right up there after their big muffs and stuff.
Wow.
It really helped define and continues to define a specific sound in funk, jam, even rock.
So what does this all mean? It means the Q-Tron isn't just a reissue. It's a classic in its own right. It cemented that dynamic, funky filter sound that's been shaping music since the Mu-Tron first appeared in the 70s.
Couldn't agree more. It's a true cornerstone effect.
What a story. We've traced the EHX Q Tron from its fascinating Mu-Tron origins, explored its sound and tech.
Looked at all the different versions.
Right, its evolution, and touched on its undeniable influence through the players who've used it. Hopefully you feel a bit more clued in on this essential piece of gear now.
Yeah, it's quite the journey for one pedal. And maybe it leaves you with something to think about.
Oh.
Just how specific bits of technology, like, say, the Q Tron, plus adding that effects loop or making these things smaller and smaller, how those technical changes actually open up new ways for musicians to express themselves.
How tech enables creativity.
Exactly. How it directly shapes performance and ultimately the sounds we hear in popular music. It's a continuous cycle.
That's a great point.
So maybe next time you're listening to music, keep an ear out. Try and spot those envelope filter sweeps. Now that you know what you're listening for, you might hear them in some surprising places.